As we know, Pelotonia is just 2 days away. You can see the tents are already up here in downtown Columbus. There's going to be more than 8,400 riders who have signed up so far. We know with that many riders, of course, they have to have volunteers. There's more than 3,000 volunteers who will be helping out. I met one of those volunteers today. She's actually been with Pelotonia since the very beginning. So for 10 years, she keeps coming back. She says this event just means the world to her.
One of the things that is most powerful about Pelotonia is that we are so fortunate to have sponsors that cover the expenses throughout the year. So that means every single cent that a rider raises goes towards research. And research is the ticket. I mean, that is, you know, my husband is alive today, I'm alive today because of the strides in the past years.
Manda tells me she was diagnosed with melanoma cancer 3 years ago. She is now cancer-free, while saying her husband was diagnosed with bladder cancer 17 years ago and has had 14 recurrences throughout the years, with just having another surgery 2 weeks ago.
His approach to it, to me, is amazing. To him, it is ingrained in part of our life. It is to him, it's a road bump. It's one of those things we do. We, you know, recuperate. We go back to work, and it's simply a part of our life. So, I'm so proud of the way he approaches it. I mean, there's a catastrophizing when you first get the first diagnosis. But it's not like what it was when it was my grandmother and when it was my mother. The difference between my grandmother's doctor was Dr. Arthur James. And, you know, unfortunately, she lost her battle. My mother was treated at the James, and just the difference in the years that had passed and the changes in medication and the changes in treatment, they saved her life not once but twice. So forever, anything I can do to further that research it has my heart.
Manda, her daughter and husband come to Pelotonia year after year because it gives hope to feel the connection of so many people coming together and raising money for research. She's saved all her Pelotonia volunteer t-shirts throughout 10 years.
This was from 2011. So we were doing the white and the bright green. This is one of the very first shirts that, as a surprise to me, isn't even dated. But this was before we changed the green. We've gone to a brighter green, but this was one of the very first shirts. We've got the sponsors on the back.
I asked Manda what she wants to say to someone who is diagnosed with cancer or knows someone with cancer. She wants you to know you are not alone.
Research has brought us so far. Find a team of doctors, find a support system, find your tribe, find those people who are going to support you and listen to you. Because you are going to cry. You are going to be, you know, you are going to have your down times. But you need those people who will support you and be with you and stand by you. And, you know, for me, it's faith. And I believe that we're going to succeed in this. We're pushing hard. I mean, look at the dollars raised just this year alone, let alone over the whole 10 years I've been involved.
Throughout the last 9 years, Pelotonia has raised more than $157 million. Money that goes to life-saving cancer research. Being at Pelotonia, she adds, it's a time that she feels she can give back. Just give some help and hopes it helps make a difference.
You see the survivors who are in varying stages of their survivorship. And in 10 years, there's never been a dry eye as I watch, and I really do feel it's the best part of humanity.
It's just 2 days away. I've actually met many riders over the last few days while covering interviews. They're excited to see their family and friends cheering them on at the finish line, the thousands of people who will be cheering them on throughout the entire course. And they say that this is a time to come together. It's hard to not know someone who has either had cancer or who is going through it. So it's time for all these people to just be together. More than 8,400 riders, and they all feel connected through Pelotonia this weekend. Local for you in Columbus, Elise Chingari, NBC4.